This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Welcome back to the fourth and final quarter of the Michigan High School Football Game of the Week here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as the Lakewood Vikings trail the Cadillac Vikings 26-0. And we missed the first play of the fourth and final quarter. It was Brandon Sweet on the carry. We do not have a number quite yet who's down and injured for the Lakewood Vikings, but we will get that number as soon as we can, as I'm Derek Tate alongside Jeff Castillo. And we want to see the Lakewood offense, who has shown signs of life at points tonight, haven't been able to find the end zone. The Cadillac defense has been swarming consistently, but they have the ball to start the fourth and final quarter here. Let's see what they have.
Yeah, they are definitely facing a swarming and stingy Cadillac defense tonight. They have bent a little bit, but certainly not broke, as they're keeping the score at 0 for the Lakewood Vikings. But you know, Lakewood on the positive side, they just made a big play. They had a 3rd and 5 deep in their own zone. If they didn't make it, they're punting again. But they were able to pick up a first down here. So Mr. Sweet was a little slow getting up off the field, so he's making his way to the sideline. But they've got a fresh 4 downs here to see if they can get something going.
As it was a tough carry from Brandon Sweet, able to shed one Vikings defender. Fall past the sticks. He does get them a first down, but he is up and on his own power, so we'll keep an eye on him. It is the quarterback that started under center tonight, Jace Hansen, back under center, working out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 19.
Yep, they got 4 spread out.
Give goes to Garrett Stank. Stank with a physical run past the 20-yard line. Slung down right around the 23. That'll be a solid gain of 4 to get this set of downs off and running for the Lakewood Vikings.
Yeah, you know, trying a good strategy. They got 4 receivers out there. They're just trying to spread that defense out nice and wide, maybe split those linebackers out just a little bit, and then try to pop one up the middle.
Stank now over 400 yards rushing on the season. 2nd and 6 for Lakewood. Option pitch to Stank. Cuts it upfield, and a gang tackle right around the 30-yard line. He's going to be close to the sticks. In fact, the line judge at the top of your screen says
another first down.
Move them on. So 2 consecutive first downs on the ground for Lakewood.
All right. Well, they've got a little something going here. Makes me a little nervous when they're pitching that ball around with the wet conditions, but that was done very well. Kept it nice and short.
A little speed option, playing the cat and mouse game with the linebacker, and this time it's going to be Hansen on the quarterback draw. The offensive line gets a little push.
Very little.
Very little.
Very little. The defensive line was pushing even more.
That is a gang tackle again from this Vikings defensive unit. I did see number 12, Carter Harsh, leading the charge for Cadillac. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7 on the way. 10:23 remaining in the fourth and final quarter on homecoming night here at Cadillac High School. Hansen working out of the shotgun. Stank. He's got plenty of room to run. He's got another first down. Gain of 9. And it looks like the offense for Lakewood starting to find a rhythm now.
They're picking up a little something here. That's 3 in a row. Moving the ball. This is the most consistency we've seen out of their offense all night. So
Stepker
they can keep it rolling.
It was Stank who had 1 carry in the first half. We've seen a much heavier dose of Garrett Stank in the second half. We saw him bust a big one in the 3rd quarter, and he's got consecutive first downs to start the fourth and final corner. 1st and 10 from the 40. Hansen on the keeper. And doing his job, staying at home on that option keeper was Trenton Dennis, his first tackle of the night.
Well, and maybe Stank went over and pulled on the coach's coattails just a little bit at halftime and said, hey, coach, give me the ball. I'm ready. Didn't get it enough in the first half. I need to get in the game a little bit more. So that could be working for him.
When you see it, when you take a look at what Stank has done this season, when he is averaging 8 yards per carry heading into tonight's contest, he just needs a couple touches to get him going.
Got to get him in the game. But, you know, with the inconsistency they had in the first half, they just weren't able to get a lot of offensive plays going.
And here's Stank.
Big hit.
And he's scooped up and dropped right at the 45-yard line. That's Colin Johnston. We've called his name a bunch tonight.
Tell you what, he's a hitter. Boy, that guy went backwards. He just didn't go backwards. He went backwards, like now.
And I appreciate how violently Stank can run downhill. He is not afraid of contact, but if you're going to offer up your number 9 and your chest standing straight up, Johnson will take that all day. But a solid gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4 at the 46. They need to get to midfield to move the chains. Hansen gives to Stank, and nothing doing up into the teeth of that Cadillac defense. Gain of 1. That's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Well, I mean, what do you think? I'm thinking they've got to go for it. I don't think there's much sense right now punting the ball down 26 with only 8 minutes left. They got to get something going, try to keep this drive going. They've initiated some good first downs here, some good yardage gains. Looks like they're going.
And interestingly enough, we haven't seen Hansen throw the ball a bunch tonight, but he's got an empty set on 4th and 3. Stank. He's got the first down and still going, finally dragged down from behind. The second tackle of the second half for David Johns. But Garrett Stank, really, he's been the main producer of this entire drive. Another first down for Lakewood.
Yeah. Again, the most consistency we've seen all game. So they're moving the ball. I mean, they're not getting big chunks, but they're getting just enough. 3, 4 yards, 5 yards here and there. They're moving the chains. Unfortunately, that's eating up the clock, but they'll take it.
Hard-earned first down there for Lakewood. 1st and 10 at the 46. Hansen working out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Hansen looking. That one into heavy traffic, intended for Nicholas Helt.
Yeah, double covered. Tried to slip it in there. Probably got lucky that that wasn't picked off, but dropped safely to the ground and no harm done. 2nd down and 10. Just inside of Cadillac territory.
Really tough to kind of get anything going through the air with any sort of consistency given the conditions out here. I mean, it's tough for professionals to play in these type of conditions, much less when you're playing at the high school level, and a quarterback that, you know, is playing behind in reserve duty of Jakin Ellenbos, who is on the shelf tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 46.
Yeah, and as a coach, you know, you don't want to try to demand too much out of him being in the position that he's in. So,
and Hansen has been up against it tonight. His longest carry of this game, a 7-yard run to the left side. It's going to make it a 3rd and 3, just under the 7-minute mark here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Lakewood still looking for its first scoring drive of this game. And it's going to be Hansen that goes to the sideline. We're going to get another look at Brandon Sweet under center.
Okay, 3rd down, probably 2-down territory from here on out.
3rd and 3 for Lakewood.
Sweet likes to keep it on his own. He's doing that.
And Sweet able to run through one Cadillac defender, but the rest of the pursuit got him and dropped him just at the line of scrimmage. Brings up another 4th and 4.
Yep, nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. For a second there, I thought he was going to kind of squeak through and gain a few, but there was a host of Vikings there to stop him in his tracks.
It was Luke Enyart that read that quarterback keeper immediately and couldn't quite bring him down, but slowed him down enough for the rest of the troops to come to aid and bring down Sweet. It's going to be 4th and a long 3, maybe 4 yards. They need to get to the 36 to keep this drive alive. And it's Hansen back under center. Here's a quick throw. Nicholas Helt on the reception, diving forward, but he's going to be well shy of the sticks. And another turnover on downs. This Cadillac defense has been stout tonight.
Yeah, good, well put. They have been stout. They have been stingy. Like I say, they've bent a little bit, but nothing, no doing. Nothing there.
Tough
Get
sledding.
The ball back, and they're going to try to let their offense run this clock out and seal this game up.
And on the horizon for both of these teams. Now, we did mention that Lakewood, they started off 0-2. They ended up winning their last 2 games in the Greater Lansing Conference, which really is the most important thing in the big picture.
Yep.
This is not a conference game, even though it's probably going to be a tough one in the loss column for the Lakewood Vikings, but they've still got plenty of football left to play.
Right. Yep, they do. And they'll head back down there in conference play next week. They have Stockbridge.
And Cochran on the carry up the middle. Little to no gain, and on the stop, that's going to be C.J. Morgan along that defensive unit up front for Lakewood. But we mentioned, though, Big North, they got, it's not Big North Conference, it's Greater Lansing Conference, my apologies, for the Lakewood Vikings. We got Vikings all over the place. Getting a little scrambled in my brain here, but, I mean, it's just all this excitement here at homecoming night. But we do have, so they just really need to regroup and continue to be unblemished.
Right. Yeah, they faced a stingy Cadillac team tonight who dominated on both sides of the ball. Their defense was playing on all cylinders. Their offense was running on off cylinders. Cadillac just had it going tonight. Well, and it's homecoming. You know, you don't want to lose your homecoming game. So they gave it everything they had tonight. And when you get a performance like number 48 there tonight, Mr.
Tip Baker.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
3 touchdowns, 2-point conversion, interception, a crown.
Yeah.
Tough to have a better night than that.
I know it. Really is. Okay, so 3rd and long here for the Vikings. Clock is just over 4 minutes to play in this game.
On the last play, Gurdon lost half a yard. Here he is on 3rd and 11. Gurdon with the pitch to Carter Harsh around the right side. Harsh slips 1 tackle, but then is dropped by the cornerback on the left side. Nicholas Helt on the stop. He's going to be well shy of the sticks, and that'll bring out the punting unit on the horizon for the Cadillac Vikings. And really, you can make a case. This team has lost 2 games by a total of 4 points.
4 points.
One of which a blocked extra point. They had extra point issues against Alpena in a 41-38 loss in week 4. But they're still 1-1 in their conference in the Big North. They've still got, I think, their better days and bigger days of football ahead of them, despite a big win on homecoming night, as that's Colin Hess, whose punt goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Well, 29. Well, now the line judge can't make up his mind.
Yeah, he can't make up his mind. I think
Right around the 30.
Around the 30.
Right
they
around
got a
the
long
30.
ways to go anyway.
We do want to go ahead and say thank you to our sponsors and the crew tonight. Our sponsors, as we've mentioned on a couple of occasions tonight, but presented by Munson Healthcare and Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and Great Lakes Energy. As you see them at the beginning of every single quarter bringing us, and they really allow us to be able to call these games, which are just so much fun.
Yeah, good combination of the Career Tech Center students getting good experience on the cameras, in the van, helping out. So good experience overall for those.
We'll see if the Lakewood Vikings can get on the board with 3:30 remaining in this contest. 1st and 10, and they'll go to the ground. And slipping a tackle is Denny Sowers. He's got the first down, finally dropped at the 46 and gain of 16, and that'll get them off and running.
Yeah, they've got a little over 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes left here to try and at least get some points on the board. At this point, you're not going to win the football game, but you're at least going to want to come out here with something positive happening.
Well, we don't have any word yet on whether Jacob Ellenboss will be back next week. So, I mean, if you have to move forward with either Brandon Sweet or Jace Hansen, you want to get him some confidence at least to finish this game, even though it's been tough sledding against a tough Cadillac defense. We got a 1st and 10 at the 46. And that's Sowers again on the carry. He slips through a tackle from Enyart. Enyart hustles, still gets in on the stop, but he is into Cadillac territory with 2:47 remaining in this one.
Yeah, running hard. You know, they haven't quit playing. They're playing hard. They played tough on defense at last stand, got the ball back from Cadillac, and just trying to get some momentum going, trying to get a little positive before they head on out of here.
Cadillac's going to be taking on Gaylord in week.
Blue Devils next week.
The Blue Devils. Gaylord sits at 0-1 in the conference heading into tonight. Don't have any of the updated scores from around northern Michigan. Got 2nd and 4 on the horizon, and Hansen gets the call. Hansen's got the first down, and into the secondary, finally dragged down by Barczewski at the 30-yard line, and they're threatening again getting close into Cadillac territory. We'll see if they can punch this one in.
A little over 2 minutes left. Seeing some players coming in and out as he's switching in some people, getting them a little bit of experience out there. But you certainly want to try and keep that goose egg up there if you're a Cadillac Viking.
You can almost tell when a defense smells vulnerability out there. As we get a timeout on the field, or at least a brief break in the action. From head, great job by the referee tonight, Mark Stewart, and the rest of the crew. I mean, umpire Ken Allen, line judge, a couple brothers, Dave Jones and Scott Jones, and Dave Harrington.
Yeah, they've done a good job tonight. You know, they had to throw some flags here and there, but I think it's been a pretty equally called game throughout the night.
Considering the conditions, pretty clean game as far as handling the football. Hand goes to the fullback. It looks like number 54, if I'm not mistaken. Cameron Winter may have gotten the carry, normally playing along that defensive front. But the old big man got the call.
Yeah, and, you know, surprisingly, Tip Baker had the one interception. But other than that, the ball has not hit the ground tonight, which for the conditions is for high school football and everything, that's saying something.
And both
guys
teams
have done a good job
option.
of hanging on the ball. Yeah, running the option. You know, the ball's being flipped, so hard hitting going on.
A lot of hard hitting. Most of it coming from the unit in purple. 2nd and 9. And that's Sawyers. He's got some running room. And he's got the first down and finally dragged down inside the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 53 seconds remaining. Lakewood does have 2 timeouts. And Sawyers has gotten a little bit going on the ground on this final possession of the game.
Well, again, they're threatening and just trying to get something positive, get on the scoreboard, see if they can avoid the shutout.
The clock is now running. We're just at the 40-second mark. Hansen doesn't look to be in any big rush. Sawyers in the I formation. Sawyers right up the middle. Touchdown, Lakewood.
Big hole there. Nice job by the offensive line.
Right up Main Street goes the sophomore running back, Denny Sawyers. 19-yard scamper to get Lakewood on the board with 28 seconds remaining, and it looks like they're going to go for 2.
Why not?
Agreed, why not?
Well, as you can see, the wind is blowing against them a little bit. You know, it's raining. You might as well just go for 2.
Unbalanced line, Sawyers, and he is going to be stacked up well shy of the goal line, but Lakewood does get on the board before the end of the game, so Cadillac will not get the shutout on homecoming night, but they will pick up their 3rd win of the season. They'll improve to 3-2 at the halfway point of the 2019 season, while Lakewood, they're going to drop to 2-3 on the year. That snaps their 2-game winning streak. But as you mentioned, they're going to have action in the Greater Lansing Conference next week as they take on Stockbridge.
Right. And, you know, for the Vikings, last 2 years, total of 3 victories. They've got their 3rd victory here in Week 5 this year in 2019 with a ways to go. So, you know, they're keeping alive for maybe a playoff spot. They haven't made the playoffs in the last couple of years. They had a good playoff run going before that. They're in the playoffs 3-4 years in a row. Last couple of years have been a little down, but things are looking up for them. Like you say, they lost the 2 games that they did lose, a total of 4 points. They totally dominated the play tonight, so I see good things happening for the Cadillac Vikings as the season goes on.
It's been a dominant performance tonight, and you got to feel as if the Cadillac Vikings can go as far as Tip Baker can carry them, as another gutty performance with a shoulder injury, even dealt with some sort of leg issue heading into halftime.
Yeah, we want to get him back and healthy as soon as possible.
And here's the kickoff. And it's going to be taken by Aiden Gurdon at the 20-yard line, and look at him go. He is dropped with authority from the kicker, Martin Hollern.
Yes, definitely with authority.
You don't normally see a young man with wearing a number in the 70s kicking off, but he got a 20-yard head start and just laid into old Aiden Gurdon. But Gurdon's okay. they exchange pleasantries.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. No harm done.
We can get another look at the Lakewood touchdown, their lone touchdown of the night, as it was right up Main Street.
As I look at that, I'm pretty sure me or you could have ran the ball through there and got in the end zone. That was a pretty big hole.
Maybe you could have. I don't know if I got the wheels anymore. I haven't done my stretching or calisthenics, but a 19-yard run from Denny Sawyers.
We might have limped in and been holding our hamstring in the end zone, but I think we could have got there.
Probably the final play of tonight's contest, and it's going to be a give to number 46, his first carry. That's Tim Richards, the sophomore, straight ahead for a gain of 2. And unless we get a timeout from Lakewood, that's going to do it. And you see an excited sideline on the bottom of your screen wearing purple, as it's the homecoming team that takes the win at home here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. A dominant performance from the Cadillac Vikings as they defeat the Lakewood Vikings 26-6. We got some fireworks going off. Fireworks in the form of number 48, Tip Baker. 3 touchdowns leading the way for the Cadillac Vikings. We're going to have a post-game show coming at you on the other side here on 26 Sports and CCTV.